Welcome to Corvallis, Oregon, in the house Ocho Cinco and Hushmanzada built. Reser Stadium, home to the Oregon State Beavers. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the 20th ranked team in the land, the Oregon State Beavers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started.
CMON Skeet Skeet.
And the Canes will put total leather and we'll get started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. First down here for the offense. From the gun, the running back has it. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. Guys, this rough start is hardly what they had in mind to start SEC play, and it's not going to get any easier.
Well, no doubt about it. There were big expectations surrounding this program inside SEC play this year, and things haven't necessarily gone their way. They've had to fight a ton of adversity, but, David, they believe they have the leadership in the locker room to turn it around, but it's got to start today.
Yeah, one at a time. Like, we got to start today. We got to find something. We got to find what we're really good at, what we can hang our hat on, so we can start to build some momentum throughout the season. Obviously not the start we wanted, but we got to point to the next opportunity.
When you reach this point of the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one. And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
The Beavers will snap it on 1st and 10. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. From the shotgun, the inside give. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6.
CMON Skeet Skeet.
Reacting to what the D is showing. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Trying to burn this defensive back. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
All right, good news, the game just got started. There's still a lot of football left to play. The bad news is, though, you've already now turned it over and handed the defense an interception. Quarterback's going to have to be more dialed in with his decision-making in this game.
Power football with the run. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Tackled, but he has a 1st down. No matter who's been leading the program, Miami always wants to be able to run the ball with some physicality.
Yeah, it starts everything. The line of scrimmage starts everything. That attitude starts everything. And the U is known for attitude. And when they play physical, they've got great teams.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. They're getting this guy lathered up. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Leaves it with the back. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
The Hurricanes are on the move. Looking to move it through the air. With the catch, it's Paul. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
They'll run it from the gun. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down. The Canes want to move quickly. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Not much there on the run. He gets one to the 31.
Now, that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Using the quick game. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give to the back. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Well, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw the interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Now on 2nd down after the incompletion. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On second down, looking to throw. Finds space on the right. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Handoff from the gun. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you've got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field, and it's a play like that we just saw.
And they got him for the sack. A deep tradition of backers who make plays and get after quarterbacks. Ray Lewis could do it all back in the day, just like this guy is.
And they look the same, don't they? They look the part, just big, physical, huge guys, but the speed element always there, always in the backfield, making plays.
Out of the gun to give to the back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third down, going up top. Makes his connection. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Quarterback will audible. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter.
Miami 7, Oregon State 0.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. They go to the ground. Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4. There's no getting around the fact that they have really scuffled in the first half of SEC play. And now the task is to try to turn it around.
Well, and a lot of times it requires shifting your goals, and this is not how you want it to start, but how can we win this week and take advantage of every opportunity we get, Jesse? So it hasn't been ideal, but there's still some talent, and you can still salvage some wins on the schedule.
Yeah, it's all about finishing the season strong, right? I think this team believes that in this last week, they were able to sort of reset their focus on doing exactly that. They believe they have the horses in the locker room to win games like this. This could be the momentum shift they need.
The Beavers have it with a 1st and 10. They'll leave it with the lone back. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Oregon State. That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
Lining up for the PAT. Bangs it through for an extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Michigan is getting smoked. This is unexpected. This is alarming. And I've been on social, and they're definitely taking notice. They're trailing by 14 to Iowa. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Here comes the Hurricane off. Now the toss. At the 35, he's got room. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
That's a nice-looking run, man, and what a legacy here when you think about Edgerrin James and Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Clinton Portis, game breakers at the running back position. This guy, he seems like he's destined to play on Sunday.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Motion from the offense. Looking to throw on 2nd down. He lets it fly. And he grabs it at the
And I'm standing right over there. That's the shit that's pissing me off.
And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. Quarterbacks love receivers that can get separation.
Right.
But that amount of separation is a little excessive.
Absolute busted coverage on the back end. Defense can't keep playing like that.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36.
Beavers will take over 1st and 10.
Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of...
I ran into that,
The
though.
quarterback is snowed under.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now.
CM on Skeet Skeet.
Wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
That one comes out hot down the right side. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Trying to take it back. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Caves. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an
I got a lag.
return. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
And he's going to bring it out. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown 1 in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Comes out throwing on first down. Dances away to buy time. He'll pull it down. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He's got his man. And the Beavers get enough to move the chains. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield, and make this life hard on this running back.
The defense going to stop the clock with the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. The Beavers headed quickly to the line. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He fires it out to the right. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Beavers!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they light up the scoreboard, covering 65 yards on that touchdown pass. Just about set to kick it away. Fair catch called for and made. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They'll try the run. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Here comes the option. He'll pitch it. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
Listen, I know that's not a huge game. Those run plays add up, and then you tackle the back every single play. Physically, you have to get some guy on the ground. It takes its toll throughout a 4th quarter game.
They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Paul. And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
Smashes through the tackle. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the 1st down before they finally get him on the ground.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And the Canes are rolling down the field. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Lets it fly.
Wow, get the fuck out of here.
Touchdown, Hurricane.
That's a big,
It's now
man.
the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The kickoff team on the field, and he ought to just boom this thing through the end zone with that extra 15 yards on the penalty. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. The offense lining up for a first down play. He's going to pass. He's going to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. This is a hard game and a hard position to play. But if you're the starter at this level, you cannot miss that throw.
No, you can't. And they don't miss that very often. I mean, those are the throws that usually say big plays on. The receiver gets a step, gets open. That's not one that they usually miss.
Right on target this time. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. Quarterback checking off. Wide receiver now comes in motion. He'll come out throwing on first down. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
Well, the defense just did the quarterback a massive favor. That's the nicest thing they've done to him all game. They've already picked him off twice. That should have been number 3.
They'll line up for a second down play. He wants to throw it again. Makes the grab on the left. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
The Beavers will line it up on 1st and 10. Wide out in motion. They'll throw it on first down. He's right on target.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down. He's looking to throw. Coming after it. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon State.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing, I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
PAT unit on the field. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Nevada is down right now, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born today in Reno. They're trailing by 9 to Rice. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Looking left. Wide open downfield. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
At the pace this guy's going at right now, this could be a record-setting type day. This could be a game for the ages for this dude. He already has 2 touchdowns, picks up that first down. This is still the first half, guys. What is this guy capable of doing the rest of the game? We're going to find out.
They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. He's looking to throw it. Can't throw one. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that. You're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The give to the tailback. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Just enough time for one final play of the half. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Kickoff and kickoff return teams on the field, and we're just about ready to go in the second half. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
It's a nice run there to get the first down. I got to tell you, I'm impressed with the stable of backs and the weapons this offense has. A lot of different guys can touch the football in a variety of ways, but they've been running it very, very well in this game so far.
Safe completion on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play.
He'll try to pop the draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Yeah, great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
Going up.
Ah! That was a good throw.
Inside the 25.
That was a good throw.
And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first
That was
down.
a good throw.
How great is it to have a running back who can basically run your entire route tree? You don't see a lot of guys line up and then run vertically down the field, get open, and make a big play. This dude is special.
Nice move to pick up yardage. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in the second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over.
Touchdown, Miami! And they take it in for 6 more points. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead. Now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
And the extra point is good. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different. And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Moves away as he feels pressure. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football, but the relentless chase. I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Got him downfield. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. Bought a little time, lets it go. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
They want to just keep throwing it. He finds his man. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
And the Beavers have this offense rolling. To the air on first down. Snags it over the middle.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Trying to convert this 2nd and short. They'll put the tight end in motion. They'll go to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. Fast motion from the offense. From the gun on 3rd down. Quickly complete. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. Quarterback checking the play. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Trying to escape and get it himself. He saw just enough daylight to move the sticks and get it done with his legs.
You can tell this is a pass play. He has his eyes down the field. He's looking to throw the football. But how nice is it when you got a guy like this that can...
And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
Really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long. He's looking to throw. It's complete to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring in for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds his man, and they convert. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a cheap shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Bruh, come on, Dave.
Hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. The Beavers moving quickly to the line. Looking to throw. The sweet feet keeping the play alive.
Wow.
He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Dragged down at the 6 after a pickup of 2.
All right, so now you're in this third down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's fourth down. Fourth down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
If this defense can come up with a stop here, they will take a giant step toward winning this game. Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. And the defense wrestles him to the ground. Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. Trying to barge their way in. Not only the 4th and goal stop, but they get him in the backfield at the 4-yard line. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. Give to the running back. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on the board with that guy in your backfield.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Miami 35, Oregon State 21.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. The inside handoff. Finds a little bit of room as he'll get 2 out to the 6. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Dances away. Going to try to get it himself. He steps out of bounds.
Bro, get the fuck out of here.
I tell you what, I love having a quarterback that trusts himself, that knows in a big situation in the 4th quarter, he can take off and still take care of the football, get a big first down, continue to put this offense in a good position to succeed.
Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
All you got to do is turn the fucking shoot clock on, guy.
He's back to throw on 2nd down. Gets away. Starting to feel a little pressure. Quarterback gets the first
What the
down.
fuck are y'all
It's going to
doing?
be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that 6th sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down big challenge for the defense moving forward.
And the Hurricanes are flying down the field. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Quick pass on the jet motion. They get him down at the 49,
God, my niggas are not fucking moving.
Up 15.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack.
I
And
need
you're
to
going
get
to
this
see the entire playbook.
Look, I didn't even call the
at work in
timeout.
this
Like,
game.
come on.
Throwing it,
I didn't even call a
getting guys
timeout.
the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
Come on with this game, man. This is bullshit.
And the Canes with the 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And I think
Maybe
they'll
wasting
give him
fucking
2 on
timeout.
that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
Look at that shit.
He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
Like, goddamn,
Nice
if
run,
we go
and
2
I think
o'clock, 2
everybody
o'clock,
knows.
man.
He's
Yeah, I don't want to sit
there
here and
next
wait
to
30
that
seconds
100-yard mark,
for you
98
to pick a
yards
play.
on the day. And that's a mark, man. When you hit that mark, a
Like,
lot of
come
times
on,
you take
man.
care of the football, you win a
I got
lot
shit
of
to do.
football games. It's the more physical team. It's the team that makes it easy, makes it easier on their quarterback, and they've done that today.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Quick release on the RPO. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Give him 6 on the play. They'll mark it at the 9.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on first down.
Well, we're going to be here all day
Same
fucking with
exact
Al,
script.
dog.
Do it again. Run the football, run the clock, let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one.
That shit lagging like a bitch, though.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only one in this move, David, if I were allowed to push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
Trying to punch it in.
My shit, I need to get a new controller. My shit jumping and shit.
Touchdown, Canes. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they're
Changing
going to make it
views.
2 wins in a row. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Maybe if he could have eluded just 1 or 2 more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. The deficit is large, hope is fainting, but they'll try to finish strong.
Made a lot of mistakes in this game, and that's why it looks like they're going to take the L. Lots of things to improve on, lots of things to coach upon, and at this point, I think if you're a head coach, David, you're just trying to see which of your guys aren't quitting late in the game.
Yeah, which is a real thing, by the way. Who's going to compete to the final whistle? What do we talk about all the time? Coaches are always preaching to these guys. Don't worry about the scoreboard. Just compete as hard as you can. So, good opportunity to try to finish this game with something positive.
This senior quarterback never afraid to run it when he has to pick up a first down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Wants to throw on first down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together.
Right.
Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And as he throws, nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Feeling some heat. They get to him as he throws. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything is
CMO skeet skeet.
They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much. We're up. This game's over after that missed fourth down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or we can choose, like Jesse probably heard, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Looks like the offense will just take a knee.